It is important to understand the trends of consumers, not just in the venue, but in the wider ecosystem of payments and mobile ordering. We cannot expect a consumer's behavior will change dramatically in venue across these trends. Here are some statistics on the restaurant industry, including a quote from the CEO of Starbucks on their strategies outside of venue. So delivery as a whole in the restaurant space is expected to generate $365 billion by 2035, and 56% of consumers aged 21 to 38 report using a delivery or takeout order in a restaurant app or website. And Starbucks, in terms of using this as a strategy, they continue to leverage the advantages of their mobile app to elevate the personal experience and deepen customer engagement. Here's an example of how Sam on our team experienced this firsthand. At the venue, seeing a line that would probably take over 15 minutes to get to his beer. However, by using the mobile app, he is able to accelerate that joy of his beer within 2 minutes.
So how did we get there in that negative experience turned into a positive? And when we look behind the curtain, all of our goal is to create this better enhanced consumer experience. But there's a lot of different pieces that come into making that an overall better experience for your fan or guest in the venue. So what are some of the critical pieces that need to come together in order for that to happen? One, you look at the concessionaire and the folks in charge and responsible for the food and beverage operations. That's an essential piece of being part of this puzzle. Then there's the mobile ordering technology or payments technology that's facilitating that experience or end UI, UX that the guest or fan is going to actually use to place an order or make a payment. There's the point of sale technology. So on the back of the house that's taking in these orders and fulfilling them, and they're critical in making sure that these operations are going seamlessly. There's the team or venue operation. So how are you marketing this to your fans or guests to let them know that this is even an option or that they should be using these types of services or products? And then lastly, there's the different ways to pay. So making sure that you are keeping up with consumer behaviors both in and out of the venue and offering different alternatives and different payment methods. So any guest or fan that's in your building has the ways that they are used to buying and making purchases outside of the venue inside. And the more streamlined and aligned all of these pieces are, and there's even more beyond this, the more optimal experience that a fan or a guest is going to have inside of your venue.
Next, we'll take you through some Fast 5 considerations across mobile wallet and payments, mobile ordering, and we will close on the importance of marketing to pull the experience together. Number 1, communicate the value of using a separate mobile app or mobile wallet. So this might be examples of the loaded value that you want to offer your fans or your consumers, the discounts and incentives that maybe come with a program that you're offering, maybe linked to season ticket holders, other promotions, and the pure convenience of having all of it in one place. Number 2, leverage the wallet to incent behaviors you want to drive. So if you want to drive your consumers or fans to purchase with a sponsor or arrive early at a venue or spend over a certain threshold like $50, there are ways that you can use the leverage the wallet to incent those behaviors. Number 3, consider the consolidation of partners across F&B and merch. As Sam was alluding to, it's a complex ecosystem, but by creating a consolidation or consistent set of partners, it creates the portability and reusability of the wallet for the consumer to spend across multiple parts of the venue and creates a more seamless experience, driving greater value of the wallet and the mobile app. Number 4, strive to achieve a better, more unified commerce experience across mobile and face-to-face. So also want to create a consistent experience, whether they're coming at the point of sale or they want a mobile order, mobile pay through the app. So allow it to be easier to redeem benefits across point of sale or mobile, especially for your season ticket holders to optimize their experience. And number 5, widen the consideration set of payment methods to appeal to the broadest audience. So present consumers with the ways they want to pay It'll help accelerate checkout, reduce abandonment, and increase adoption and usage and spend in the mobile.
So what's an example of this unified payments and wallet? So as you can see here, I'm going to go into my mobile wallet, and right out of the gate, I have one tap, easy way to bring up my default method of payment on file. Now, when I come in here, you'll see much more options that are tied to my personal wallet and payments. I might be a season ticket holder with a discount. I might have been given credit from the team that I could use in the venue or through mobile ordering. And I might just have my default method of payment on file that I would use to place an order, use at the point of sale, or also combine with some of the other benefits and orders that I have on file that can be combined into one method of payment. So if I walk up to a point of sale, I can scan and purchase what I was looking to buy. So today's consumer and fan through the venue really expects to have a number of different payment methods all tied into this mobile wallet. And that's going to help with adoption, usage, and really getting people to utilize this mobile wallet beyond just putting a credit or debit card into a separate form of payment that they might already be used to doing outside of a team-specific or venue-specific mobile wallet. Another alternative method of payment, as I utilized in that experience Lindsay went through up front, would be providing consumers with methods of payment that they are used to outside of the venue and in their everyday experience. So you look at something like an Apple Pay, being able to very quickly leverage that inside of a mobile order and check out within 2 taps, make a payment just like I would use Apple Pay in my everyday life.
Thanks, Sam. Next, we'll go through some considerations for mobile ordering. Number 1, leverage seat information or maps to expose the most relevant pickup locations, whether you want to expose all locations or those nearest to the fan in their seat. You may also want to limit the menus the consumers or the fans see. Do you want to offer all menus at all locations, or do you only want to expose menus at certain locations? Maybe there's a drink only location or ice cream only pickup locations. So again, being able to filter that based on fan location in the venue. Number 2, ensure pre and post order messaging is clear and concise for pickup or delivery process. So if you want to direct your fan to a certain area of the arena, and you want to maybe put that in the presentation of the receipt in terms of walking to a location that's nearest to them, just making sure it's clear from end to end for the fan experience. Number 3, allocate space and resources for express pickup lines with trained staff. Believe this is pretty self-explanatory, but we want to make sure that they're clearly signage and the resources that are trained appropriately for the experience. Number 4, offer guest experiences, quick access to menus, as well as via the app for a quicker mobile ordering experience. So the example here is you scan a QR and get directed right through a web-based appless experience directly to the menu where they can do either guest checkout experience or they could log in and access their wallet. Number 5, leverage push notifications based on inventory, wait times, and sponsors. So an example might be if certain locations have a long wait time, you may want to redirect fans and do a push notification to a certain different location for a pickup to make it an easy, seamless experience end to end. And you may want to push certain SKUs or certain item types based on low or high inventory, again, optimizing the experience.
So as we look at an example of mobile ordering and we start to talk about this unified payment experience, both at the point of sale in person or via the mobile order, you'll see this example come through here with the payment methods as I'm going through a mobile order. Again, being able to section out different concession stands that would be available based on seat location. Once going in, seeing the menu that I'm able to order from, add my deluxe burger to my cart, see some additional information, phone number for order status updates, and then I would get my payment methods. Again, that would be leverage across both in person and via mobile order. So I could use that credit the team gave me for renewing my season tickets. I could split that across my default credit card on file, or just use my credit card because I wanted to save my credit for using in the team store for the end of the game or purchasing a jersey. Another important aspect of this, which Lindsay referenced, was the different ways that your fans, your guests, might want to experience mobile ordering and access their benefits and payment methods. So you have accessing the mobile ordering and wallet in a team or venue app that they would download from the Apple or Google Play Store and accessing that way. Maybe they don't have the team or venue app, but they follow through the league app or other features and functionality in a third-party application that you want to make sure these features and functionality of ordering and payments can be layered into that. Or maybe it's a guest or a fan who's in your venue for the first time. They don't have a league app downloaded. They don't have your team or venue app downloaded, but you want to make sure that they can also access these benefits, these features as well. So you're deploying in a web format. And so it's really important to, as the title of this slide suggests, consider the various personas and the entry points that the different fans and guests are going to be accessing these features in your venue.
And our last Fast Five will be related to marketing. Number one, build out marketing and rollout program to educate consumers and train those on site. Example is the concessionaires. I believe Sam alluded to this in the ecosystem slide. It's really important that everyone's on this journey together. So making sure they're all educated. Maybe there's a training program as new concessionaires are coming in and making the experience optimal for those consumers. Number two, clearly communicate benefits and incentives to drive mobile usage for ordering and payments. So again, in every form of communication, whether it's social, online, through the app, with signage in the stadium and the arena, making sure you're clearly articulating the value of having that wallet and the benefits they get through using the experience in the mobile app. Number three, create mobile journey ambassadors. So there's already feet on the ground in the venue. So how can you leverage the on-site resources to help consumers on their journey as they access the app? You already have those that are probably guiding fans to their seats. How can you train additionally for helping out with the mobile experience? Number four, ensure marketing is 360. So this is, what communication do you have before the game, when they arrive at the venue, different points during the game, maybe it's halftime or intermission, on message boards, through social media, maybe back of seat, you have those QR codes for easy access to mobile ordering. So it should be something that they don't have to look for, but it is everywhere as part of their journey. Number five, location of messaging is key. So there may even be opportunity to leverage some proximity marketing tactics to reach those consumers at their point of consideration. Maybe they're waiting in line, and the line, as Sam was in earlier, might be a 15-minute wait. But if you have an easy, clearly communicated marketing board that maybe communicates the opportunity to go into a mobile app for mobile ordering and using their wallet, that's their point of considering a purchase.
And so a few additional examples there, again, marketing being key, and we've seen the difference that marketing can make in terms of adoption and awareness, and for your fans and guests to even know that these features exist. So some examples include sponsor value, tying an incentive to the mobile wallet with a payment sponsor, making sure that information is put not only on the website, but in areas that your fans can easily access and get that tutorial on how to use these new forms of technology, or if there's benefits or value associated with their season ticket holder, where can they go in order to learn more about these? And then in the venues, Lindsay talked about that 360-degree marketing and making sure that it's there inside of the venue as well to for your fans and guests to know that this exists. So step by step, how can they quickly pull this up in their phone and be able to use this and enhance their experience in the venue. And so we talked a lot about some of the lessons learned that we've seen on our side, some of our deployments and others in the industry as well. And then just looking ahead, how this is going to evolve and some of the new forms that we see coming in the next 4-6 year ahead. So starting with self-service checkout options, how do you, with a lot of these becoming more prominent in venues of walk in, walk out, how do you ensure that some of the payment methods we talked about in the wallet are able to be leveraged across those type of experience as well, where I might not be physically scanning my payment, I might not be fulfilling a mobile order on my own device, but I'm grabbing something and walking out. Multi-venues, a lot of teams and venues and ownership groups are now having multiple venues tied into one umbrella. How can I reward or incentivize my fans to be using my spend, my wallet at multiple venues and rewarding them no matter if they're in one arena versus another property that's under the same ownership group? More training to the frontline staff. We talked about this earlier, but they are so mission critical to making sure that these operations run smoothly and efficiently. A lot of times there's volunteers working concession stands or people who don't necessarily work every game, but ensuring that they're both trained and have the proper urgency in order to fulfill the requests and the processes that have been put in place to make all of this happen, as we saw in that earlier slide. Real-time personalized offers. So as we start to look at consumer and fan behavior and purchase pattern, as well as maybe tying in events that are happening on the field, on the ice, someone scores a goal and I get a direct offer to purchase a jersey that can be delivered to my seat using my payment methods, using my benefits on file. These are all things we anticipate heating up in the next year or so. And then lastly, making this something that could be specific offering only to certain VIPs or certain section area, seating areas in the venue. So maybe an express pickup of food becomes only available to season ticket holders, and that becomes a key benefit and driver that ticketing departments can use to incentivize folks to join season tickets or certain types of plans. So those are other areas that we see this tying into as well.
If you would like to learn more, Venuetize is hosting a virtual exhibition booth. This will be Wednesday and Thursday, 8:30 to 6:30 Eastern, and there is the location below and the web URL for the booth.